Hello, welcome to In the Den with Dr. Jenn, a non-judgmental and fascinating place to explore sexuality in a comprehensive manner and start thinking about female sexuality outside the box. It's hard to believe that this is session number 91 of In the Den with Dr. Jenn, and this is the first time I'm delving into the topic of the Kama Sutra. Now, when you hear this term, you might think of back-breaking sexual positions that you need years of yoga classes to achieve. But like everything else we discuss in the Den, there's a whole lot more to this topic. And who better to address this than our Den friend, Spicy Suzy.
DJ, always love being in the Den. Oh, sorry about taking over the Den for the Valentine's show. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, we can talk about that later, Suzy. But now, the topic at hand, the Kama Sutra. What can you tell us about this that we might not know?
Well, first of all, it's known as a lover's guide, and it was written for nobility in ancient India sometime between 100 and 400 AD. So it wasn't actually intended for the masses, but written by nobility for nobility. And it's certainly reflective of that culture at that time. So direct translations need to be taken with a grain of salt.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, there's some bizarre, misogynistic and violent aspects of it that don't tend to sit well with us today. But some of it translates amazingly well. I think it's fabulous just to know what the words mean. Kama Sutra. Do you know? The concept of kama means to enjoy objects through our five senses, with our mind and soul together. Isn't that just so juicy? And sutra in this case just refers to a specific literary composition.
That is juicy. So it's very holistic and spiritual.
Totally. The Kama Sutra explores sexuality as an integral part of human experience, the sacred nature of sexuality, to be explored and honored and affirmed. And it's not just about sex per se, but manners and how to conduct oneself and the ancient arts. But I like the parts about sexual positions.
Of course. So what about the sexual positions? Are they as tough as people think?
Well, some of them are. Some of them are yoga positions. And some of them are kind of standard positions, and they're similar to each other, but with important shifts in the hips or the legs or how you're touching that shift your connection with your partner and how it feels inside. Yeah, the elephant pose, baby.
Well, so do you have any recommendations for folks who are interested in new sexual positions?
Well, like with anything, you can just be creative on your own. If you're really looking to experiment, be in the moment with your partner and connect deeply, then you're gonna have to do some work on your own and not just flip through a picture book. You know, to be intuitive with your partner and really relax in the moment. Just try making subtle shifts in your hips, gazing into your partner's eyes, going sideways, putting a leg out to the side, whatever. Does it hurt? No? Oh, good. Yes? Try something else, but always keep being creative.
Right, okay, so the Kama Sutra can help you be creative, but you still have to pay attention to yourself and your partner.
Yes, a book can't help you connect deeply if you're not willing to do the work yourself.
God, this has been great, Suzy, as always, and you're making me want to go be creative.
My pleasure, DJ.
Sexual fun fact number 543. True or false? Studies have proven that it is easier to tell a convincing lie to someone you are sexually attracted to. False. It's actually harder to tell a lie that's convincing to someone you're attracted to. Are you interested in learning more about the Kama Sutra? Well, if you want the picture book variety to titillate your senses, just visit your local bookstore and go to the sexuality section. Then you can flip through the books and find one that grabs you. However, if you're interested in the bigger picture around the Kama Sutra, including all the historical and cultural factors and the depth of information about sexual etiquette, seduction, the ancient arts, the lives of courtesans, heterosexuality and homosexuality, communication, and the psychology of love, yeah, it's a lot, then check out Alain Danielou's translation of the Kama Sutra called The Complete Kama Sutra, the first unabridged modern translation of the classic text. It's a big book, and there's no pictures, but you get the full context of these writings and the sexual positions and some fascinating insights into an ancient culture. What's that word mean? Yoni. What's that mean? Well, if you've been to some tantra or goddess groups before, you might be familiar with this word. Yoni is a Sanskrit word, meaning female reproductive organ, or it's also used to mean vulva or vagina. Yoni, yoni, yoni. Visit me at DrJennsDen.com or email me at Jennifer@DrJennsDen.com. And do you like this show? Do you think this information is valuable to know, or at least entertaining to hear about? Then spread the word. We want sponsors to be able to keep doing what we're doing here at Gorilla Soapbox. And the more viewers we have, the happier everyone is. So, go out there and find out what the elephant pose is. And be kind to yourself. Yeah, soap.
You know Spicy's in the house. There's sirens everywhere.
Yeah.